We have some more inputs for you viewers. India has seen a complete turnaround when it comes to Maoist insurgency in the country. From 2006, when over 170 districts were affected by Maoism, to 2026, where we sit on the cusp of seeing an era where there is a complete end of the Maoist terror in India. Let's in fact take a look at the dramatic contrast from 20 years ago to where the Red Corridor stands as of now. So, Red Corridor, the dreaded Red Corridor that everybody keeps talking about, now will be history and in the history books if we can, maybe implement and look at how India is going to be a Maoist-free Bharat. Let's look at how India has actually ended this Red Corridor, the Maoist affected districts in 2006. The affected districts were around 165 and the affected states were around 14. So, we are giving you an overview over here, and one of this district was Chhattisgarh, and we have tried to mark out some of the areas that were in fact affected. We have Kankar, we have Dantewada. All of you are aware of what happened there. We have Korba, we have Sarguja. We were just talking about Sarguja with the deputy CM over here of Chhattisgarh, where this region also was infested with Naxalism, violent Naxalism, and now they have in fact been free of all of this. So, Chhattisgarh was one of the states that was in fact affected by Maoism. Let's look at Odisha as well, another state that has been affected. We have regions like Gajapati, we have Koraput over here, which was also affected by Maoism. We have Malkangiri, which is on the border over here of Chhattisgarh as well, and we have Kalahandi in Odisha. So, these are some of the districts which were in fact affected by Maoism over the years since 2006. Let's also look at Jharkhand because all these states, you can look at the Red Corridor here. We talked about Chhattisgarh, Odisha. Let's go to Jharkhand now. We have Palamu, which is one of the regions that was affected by Maoism. We have Chatra, we have Gumla. So, all these districts, you can see Gumla is a bordering district again, which shares these more. And remember that all of these areas also have dense forests which help the Naxals in fact thrive in these areas. Let's look at Bihar. Some of the areas that were in fact the districts that were affected is Champaran, we have Bhojpur, we have Gaya. So, all of them we can see this entire Red Corridor that we brought out for you from Chhattisgarh, Odisha, Jharkhand and Bihar. These were the districts that have been heavily affected because of Maoism since 2006. And we look at how the picture has in fact changed now over the years. Let's also look at Andhra Pradesh, where some of these areas are there. We are looking at Warangal, we are looking at Karimnagar, East Godavari and Prakasham, where they were the worst affected because of Maoism and violent Maoism per se. So, this is something that we have in fact also brought out for you, this entire Red Corridor across India. And now we are talking about a Maoist-free Bharat. Let's also look at Maharashtra, some of the areas that were closer to the border to these states which were affected by Maoism. They have also seen some of these areas like Gondia, we have Chandrapur and we have Gadchiroli. So, all of these areas are in this portion of Maharashtra which borders Chhattisgarh, and we see that Maoism also has affected those districts in Maharashtra. Let's also look at Madhya Pradesh. We have Balaghat in Madhya Pradesh, which was also affected by Maoism. This is very close to Chhattisgarh, where some of the most intense Maoist affected regions were in fact highlighted right now. So, Madhya Pradesh also has Balaghat. We brought you all those other states. So, we saw a complete Red Corridor in fact over here being affected. Let's look at West Bengal as well, where we have West Midnapur, we have Purulia and we have Bankura, where all of these districts as well were affected by Maoism. So, we are getting you those areas which were in fact being affected because of Maoism since 2006. It's 20 years from then. So, now let us look at some of these districts as well, which we just talked about Chhattisgarh, we spoke about Odisha, and we spoke about Jharkhand. So, these are in fact Dantewada is that district, we have Bijapur district, we have Kandhamal, and we have West Singhbhum in Jharkhand. So, these are also the areas that were in fact one of the hot spots of Maoism in India. So, we are getting you those districts, West Singhbhum in Jharkhand, we have Kandhamal in Odisha, we have Bijapur in Odisha, we have Dantewada in Chhattisgarh as well. So, these are the hot spots or hotbeds of Maoism since 2026. So, now we are looking at these districts which are still affected by Maoism in 2026. This is the picture. Only this much. We were talking about earlier Bihar being affected, we are talking about West Bengal, we were talking about a lot of these states being affected. Now, we are looking at a much more constricted in fact picture in 2026. So, that is a completely different picture that we have given you regarding what Maoism looks like now in India.